Welcome to Second Chance Garage. Okay, this is the mower I've had sitting around for 3 years, and it had electrical issues. So I had fixed the electrical issues, and then the carburetor went bad on me. So I just kind of threw it in the back garage and let it set. So anyway, long story short, all the mowers were breaking down, so I dug this thing out, washed off the deck, changed the oil in it, put a tire stem in this and tire, which is still holding there, and put that tire back on there. The other side is missing. The tire itself had cord showing, so then I had to junk it, and it blew the tube that I had in there. So I put a new stem in it, and I'm in the process of, I need a new tire for it, and then I wound up I had it all tore apart. Far video way back, you'll see where I had it sitting in the garage. It's been several years ago. And then I had to put this plate back on. I had this right here was hanging down by the engine. There was, it's a zero turn. See, you pull it back and it goes backwards, and push it forwards and it goes forward. Single drive, each separate drives. So anyway, I'm gaining on it a little bit. I had put new drive belts on it right before I had the electrical issue, and I had put a new belt on the deck right before I had the electric issue that I had fixed, and then figured out that the carburetor was messed up, so then I just threw it out back, like I said. So all that was already fixed, so I just cleaned the carburetor and got it going. Got it all put back together, put me a fuel shut off on it right there. And I just I'll show you the belt. Well, I don't know what I did with the belt, but the belt that runs the deck to the engine was chewed up, because that was a belt that I hadn't replaced yet. So I went ahead and got a new belt, put it on there. Let's see if I can show you. Ouch! Get on the ground. Alright. That belt, the fancy white one, that was a new one. This one had been replaced, like I said, a couple years before I parked and threw it out back. And then my main drive belts I had replaced. So anyway, that's so it'll run. All that's stopping me from mowing with it is this tire. Once I get that tire on there, should be good to mow with again. And then I'll show you what else I'm mowing with over here. I took the garage is a mess. Got 50 projects going. There's my John Deere tractor. I took the loader bucket off of it. And then here is the 5-foot finishing mower I have for it. And the belt had snapped, and I had put it away. Well, it hadn't been used in 13 years, and I had it buried behind the shed. So anyway, I dug it out, oiled her all up, had a big tarp over it and stuff, and got her all greased up and been mowing with it. Sharpened the blades up on it and all that kind of fun stuff. So I got all that done, and well, as you can see, this here light has seen better days. So there's a bolt on the back side here that I gotta pull out, and this actually fits in a hole. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show it to you, I don't think, but right here there's a hole that I have to epoxy this back into, and there's a bolt on the bottom right there that I can take out, and then once I get this epoxied, I can just put it back in place, screw it all down. Okay, now this one I caught it on a tree limb when mowing, so this one has to be, I'm going to use screws, and see it screws, there's holes there. I'm just going to run screws up through the top, through this, and down through here into here to hold that in place, and then I'll just get me a new lens cover for it off eBay or something and put it back together. I got a screw in there I need to tighten up, but yeah, caught it on a few trees, so it happens, but it's a small fix. But anyway, I thought I would give you a quick tour of what's been happening. My dad has a Cub Cadet zero turn that one of the drives, I'll show you on this one. See, it's got independent drive motors on it. Let me get down here so I can show you. This is a transaxle, I guess. Transmission transaxle, there's one over there. So each one of them handles operate these independently. So when you push forward on that, this wheel spins. Pull it in reverse, same thing. So they're independent. Well, my dad's Cub Cadet is 10 years old. It went bad. So we're going to, and that was his good mower. So we're going to take this out of his Cub Cadet and tear it apart and see if we can't fix it. But meanwhile, we've got another little mower about this size that is not a zero turn. It's got a steering wheel. And it's old, but the carburetor went out in it. So anyway, we got the carburetor cleaned and put back on there. So we got that one to mow with. We'll have this one to mow with. And then we'll have the big deck on the tractor to mow with. So we're gaining on it. And I also have a woods mowing machine that 5 years ago I was just mowing through the yard and it just locked up the transmission on one side. Those motors I showed you, those transaxles or whatever they call them. Well, anyway, it locked up. And then I was able to get it freed up for about 2 laps through the yard, and then it froze up again. So I'm not exactly sure what the issue is there, because this one was for sale that I picked up for 20 bucks, and it ran. But it needed all new belts and stuff. So I just took that one, threw it in the back shed, and then got this one out, went and bought this one, put new belts on it, except for the one that I didn't replace. Used it for a couple of years, and then when this one broke down, I was just using the little green one that's about this size to mow my yard, and Dad still had this big one, Cub Cadet. Well, now it broke down. So now we've got the little green one going, and the little green one broke down at the same time. And it was carb issue, so we got the carburetor done on that one. and we can mow with it. This one is almost ready, except for the tire issue. Other than that, it's got all new belts on it, brand new oil in it. Yeah, I had to remount this electrical box that's there, and do some stuff like that on it while I'm doing it. So she's almost ready, and so I thought I'd give you an update on what was going on. Motor's breaking down left and right, so now I have to start dragging them out of the pile and put them in front. So anyway, second chance garage out.